Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm Kerry. Today I'll be showing you how to make a baby blanket out of the penguin granny squares I made. I'll be making a plain square and joining them together and adding a border. The size of my baby blanket is 70 centimetres across and 94 centimetres long, or 27 inches across and 37 inches long. I used 8-ply acrylic yarn, which is also DK yarn. I used 5 100-gram balls of the light blue, 2 balls of the white and 1 each of the black and the orange. I used a 4mm crochet hook, scissors, a darning needle to weave in the ends, and black thread and a needle to stitch the eyes on the penguins and the white to add the dot in the eye. I made 18 penguin granny squares and 17 plain granny squares. For the plain square I made 17. I've got my light blue and we start with 21 chain. Now that's my 21 chain. For row 1 we work 1 double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. A double crochet is a treble using UK terms. For a double crochet, put the yarn around the hook, hook into the chain, the 3rd from the hook, and bring through a loop. We've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn around the hook. Take the hook with the yarn at the end through 2 loops, yarn around the hook, hook with the yarn at the end through 2 loops. Then we work 1 single crochet in the next chain. That's a double crochet using UK terms. For a single crochet, put your hook into the loop and to the chain and bring through a loop. Yarn around the hook and take the hook with this yarn at the end through 2 loops. Then we work 1 double crochet in the next chain and 1 single crochet in the following chain. And we'll repeat that all the way across. 1 double crochet into the next chain and 1 single crochet in the following chain, and just repeat that across the chain. And we work 1 double crochet in the last chain. For row 2 we start with 1 chain and turn. We work 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to start working our single crochets into the back loop only. This is the front loop and this is the back loop. So we're just going to be working the single crochet into the back loop only. And then we work one double crochet into the next stitch. So our double crochet is in the single crochet from the row below, and our single crochet is in the back loop only of the double crochet from the row below. So I've just worked a single crochet in the back loop only of the row below, then I work one double crochet into the next stitch and a single crochet in the back loop only of the following stitch, and repeat that across. One double crochet into the next stitch and a single crochet in the back loop only of the following stitch, and just repeat that across your row. Now I'm to the second last stitch. I work one double crochet into it, and I'm going to work my single crochet through both loops of the last stitch just to make it a bit more secure. For row 3 we start with 2 chain and turn. We work one double crochet into the first stitch and one single crochet into the back loop only of the next stitch. So one double crochet into the next stitch and one single crochet in the back loop only of the following stitch, and we repeat that right across the row. One double crochet into the next stitch and one single crochet in the back loop only of the following stitch across the row. And we work one double crochet into the last stitch. Now rows 2 and 3 are our pattern, so we just repeat those 6 more times, so we'll have 12 more rows. So we'll be working a single crochet in the back loop only of the double crochet in the row below and a double crochet in the single crochet from the row below. On our edge stitches we'll work the single crochet through both loops. So I'll work the next 12 rows off camera and I'll be back. So just repeat rows 2 and 3 6 more times each, so 12 rows. Now that's the 15 rows done. Now we're going to work a neatening row. We start with one chain and work one single crochet back into that last stitch there. Now we're going to work one single crochet in each stitch down here. We are going to need about 19 stitches down there, and then one in the corner stitch. We want 21 stitches in each side just to make it easier to join together with the other granny squares. So work 19 single crochet down the side, and then we'll work one in there, and the one at the top will give it 21. And into the first stitch along the chain row, work one single crochet, one chain, and then one single crochet, and then we just work one single crochet in each stitch along the chain, our beginning chain. And our neatening row is just like that. We have 21 stitches along each side, and we have the corner stitches as one single crochet, one chain, and one single crochet, and then you'll work the 19 across that side with the one in the corner, that corner, and one in that corner. So I'll continue around my granny square neatening it, and I'll be back when I get near the end of the row. Now that's around my granny square to the second last stitch. I just work in the last stitch of that row, and then I work another one in the first stitch worked, work one chain, and join with a slip stitch in the top of the first stitch. So I put my hook into the stitch, bring through a loop, and take it straight through the loop on the hook and fasten off. And that's the plain granny square. I'll just make 16 more and weave in the ends, and I'll make the rest of my penguin granny squares, and we'll join them together. Now there's all the granny squares set out. I've got 5 across and 7 rows. I start with 3 penguin granny squares at the top and the bottom. So to join them together, you can either just sew them together with a whip stitch, or you could crochet them together. Now there's all my granny squares joined together. I just join them together with a whip stitch. Now I'm just going to make a simple edging for my blanket. I'll be using my light blue first, so just join to any stitch. I'm going to join quite close to the corner. Work one chain and then work one single crochet in the same stitch as the join, and then one single crochet in each stitch up to the corner. Into the corner I'm going to work 3 single crochet into this first corner, and then just work one single crochet in each stitch across the sides. So we'll be working one single crochet in each stitch on the straight edges and 3 single crochet in each of our corner loops there. So just work right around like that, and I'll work this off camera and I'll be back when I get near the end of the row. Now I'm almost to the end of the row. I work one single crochet in the last stitch and then I slip stitch in the top of the first stitch, and that's the first row done. Now because the arms go very close to the edge, I'm going to do another row of the light blue, 2 rows of white, and then another row of the light blue, and then a row of crab stitch. So for the row 2 I start with one chain and work one single crochet in each stitch on the straight edges, and into the corner stitch, the middle of the 3, I'll work one single crochet, one chain and one single crochet, and then one single crochet in each stitch along the straight edges. So I'll continue around this row off camera and I'll be back when I get near the end of the row. Now I've finished the second blue row except for joining with a slip stitch. I'm going to join in the white now, so I put my hook into the top of the first stitch and put a loop of white on, bring it through the first stitch and through the last stitch and just pull that tight. I'm going to leave the blue attached, and then I work one chain, I work one single crochet in the same stitch as the join, and then I'll work one single crochet in each stitch on the straight edges, and I'll work one single crochet, one chain and one single crochet in the one chain space in the corners. So one single crochet in each stitch on the straight sections, and then into the chain I work one single crochet, one chain and one single crochet, and then one single crochet in each stitch along the straight edges. And I'm going to work 2 rows of the white. So I'll work the 2 rows and then I'll be back and I'll join the blue in again. Now that's my 2 rows of white done, except for joining the second with a slip stitch. We put our hook into the first stitch, we bring through a loop of blue and take it straight through the loop on the hook, and then we can pull the white tight and we'll fasten that off. And for the next row we work one chain, work one single crochet in the same stitch as the join, and then we'll work one single crochet in each stitch on the straight edges, and into our 1 chain space we'll work 1 single crochet, 1 chain and 1 single crochet. So 1 single crochet, 1 chain and 1 single crochet in the 1 chain space, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch along the straight edges. So I'll work the rest of this row off camera and I'll be back and we'll do the final row. Now that's row 5 of the neatening row done. For row 6 we start with 1 chain and we're going to work a crab stitch or a single crochet working backwards. So we put our hook into the last stitch worked and bring up a loop, yarn around the hook and take the hook with the yarn at the end through the loops, and then hook into the previous stitch and bring up a loop, yarn around the hook and take the hook with the yarn at the end through the 2 loops, and we just keep working a single crochet in each stitch but working backwards. And it just gives a little twist at the top, so it gives a nice edge. Now we just work 1 reverse single crochet in each stitch around. We don't need to work 2 into the corners. It takes a bit longer than just a normal single crochet, but it does have a nice effect. So I'll continue working around this row off camera and I'll be back when I get to the last couple of stitches. Now I've got 2 more stitches to work into, and then I fasten off and when I weave in the end I'll weave it down behind that stitch. So I'll weave in these few ends and I'll be back and show you the finished blanket. There's the finished blanket. If you've liked my video, please like, subscribe and share. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Patreon. The details are in the description below, along with the details of my website where I have my patterns and the details of my Facebook group. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.